I'm Jessica Lilja, Youth Services Librarian at the Walnut Creek Library. Today's Storytime and Craft program is brought to you by the Dean and Margaret Lesher Foundation in partnership with the Ruth Bancroft Garden. Following this story time, there will be instructions to make a craft at home. Most of the materials you need you can find already right where you live. So now it's time to read Dusk Explorers by Lindsay Leslie. Let's look inside. The sun begins to sink, the neighborhood beckons. Looking for tree climbers who love to monkey from branch to branch to see who can soar the highest and find courage in the roughness of the bark and the gentle flutter of leaves. Calling for leapfroggers who love to jump over backs and fall down on itchy blades of freshly cut grass, and discover tunneling worms while they wait in the darkness of a tight tuck. Searching for tag competitors who love to sprint between huddled homes lined with shrubs and memories, and lose track of their breath as they call "time out" right before getting caught. Hoping for toad hunters who love to catch hopping families of wart-covered croaking creatures and give them funny matching names like Bubba, Babette, and Bubbarina. Waiting for the kick-the-can players who love to run at lightning-fast speeds to a cricket's crick, 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 and dodge a street lamp's gradual glow to keep from being captured. Longing for curbside whisperers who love to share their deepest secrets under the soft shine of the setting sun, and snicker at the stories they dare not share with anyone else. Watching for hide-and-seekers who love to duck into nooks and tuck into crannies to keep long limbs out of sight, and wait with buzzing nerves and bat-like ears for the moment they are found. Wishing for firefly catchers who love to fling their nets into the dimming sky sprinkled with diamonds. And watch their jars glow to the soundtrack of thrumming cicadas. Listening for giddy gigglers who love to scream with delight at the wind, lifting their hair and tickling their noses, and pretend not to hear their parents' "the sun is gone" yell, "Time to come home." Every summertime, screen doors open, porch lights turn on. The neighborhood waits. For Dusk Explorers. Come, run free outdoors, steal away into the night. And there's a firefly in a jar. And I think that's pretty good because I think we're gonna make something just like that. So stick around for the craft instructions. Thank you for coming to my story time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
So I have my empty bottle here. Now we are gonna cover it with tissue paper. I have tissue paper here in a lot of colors. Look at that. I think I have some more. Whew. Now we are gonna tear the tissue paper in smaller pieces because we're gonna use glue and glue the pieces on to what is gonna become the body of the firefly. I suggest you use strong colors. This pink here looks absolutely scrumptious, but if you unwrap it and put on a piece like this, not so good any longer, huh? It looks more white. So I'm gonna take the light pink away. Maybe even the yellow is a little bit pale, but I'm gonna keep it. So what you need to do first is to take your tissue paper and you can tear pieces, or you can use a scissor and cut pieces. To make it a little bit easier, you can fold the tissue paper and cut pieces like this. And then you can just see here that they got kind of small. So I'm gonna continue to tear up my tissue paper. As I said, we are gonna glue the tissue pieces onto the bottle. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to put the fairy light in there. And as I said, so you can see here, the fairy light is going to shine through the bottle and the tissue pieces. Bottle, glue, a brush, and I'm going to use this little dish. It's just a cut off bottom from another bottle. So I'm gonna have it here. I'm gonna add some water to my glue to make it a little easier to use, since this is old glue. And if you put some water in your glue, it's also gonna prevent it from drying fast, which is gonna give you a little bit more time to cover your firefly. And what I like to do is I actually just gonna paint on some glue like that with my brush. And then I'm gonna start to stick on my pieces. Then I'm gonna continue and brush on more glue, stick on more pieces until I have covered the whole bottle. For the nose here, does a firefly have a nose? Not sure. Let's see. So that is a white cap like this. So you can keep it like this if you want to. Or you can cover that one too with tissue paper. And let's see, I think I'm gonna add some to the nose. You could also use a Sharpie and color it, or use whatever you have handy and decorate this one. All right, so I added some tissue paper to the cap, and when the tissue paper gets wet, it's very easy to shape. It just bends. So it's easy to cover that. Well, I'm happy with how it looks. And let's see, it's not quite dry yet, but I think I can audition for the eyes that are gonna go there. Let's see, I have a couple of things I can use for eyes. I have 2 caps that would give him huge eyes. I have 2 smaller caps that might look a little bit better on him. And then I also have the googly eyes. If you have googly eyes, you can put that on him, or you can put the googly eyes on the cap. I think I'm gonna go with these. I got a marker and I'm gonna just draw here a black dot in the middle. And this is gonna be his eyes. And then I'm gonna glue those eyes onto the bottle. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's do the wings first. The wings I've made out of a milk carton. You see, I thought it had such a great color for a pair of wings. So it's a gallon of milk. This is the corner. I just cut it up and cut out wings. You can use any kind of stiff material. If you have some plastic from somewhere, you can use that. And drew like a skinny 8 and cut it out. And now, it's still a little bit wet. Now I'm gonna make 2 slits in the bottle so I can put through the wings. Before you do that, you might wanna do a pattern on the wings. I'm gonna use a hobby knife to cut 2 slits on top, what is sort of the back of the firefly. Here. Don't do this on your own. Get someone to help you, and then you push the wings through the slit. If you sort of messed up here, you can put on another piece of tissue and just, you know, sort of patch up the firefly. There we go. Now, in case you don't have a craft knife or someone that can help you cut, there is another way to attach wings and legs. I'm going to show you that technique on the legs. So let's see, the firefly is going to get 6 legs. So I have 3 black pipe cleaners here that I'm gonna fold in the middle. Oh, this almost looks like little feet already. Can bend the feet. You can give your fly knees if you want to. You can do like this. You can take a piece of tape. If you happen to have blue tape or green tape, this is masking tape that you use when you paint. You can just put it on. And it almost looks like a piece of the tissue paper. If you want to sort of hide it a little bit, and you think this is gonna show, it's not gonna show, but I'm just giving you the option. Take a piece of tissue paper and put it over. And that way you are hiding the tape. Yeah, he has kind of funky legs, doesn't he? Oh well, maybe he can even stand. Huh. All right. Oh, look, he sits. To get the eyes on, we are gonna use more glue. Don't use hot glue because that can melt the bottle. I think it's better actually to have smaller eyes than that. If the eyes don't stay on with the glue, you can use more tissue paper and make your eyes stick that way. So you sort of glue them in place. Put on more tissue paper too, and it's gonna stick. I really like the way he looks. So I'm gonna put on the next side too. All right, here we are. Only thing missing now is a string to hanging up with. And then of course, we need to put in the fairy lights. Here we have them. So what I did was that I once again used my hobby knife. You can also cut with a scissor. Just cut an opening. And then I fed the fairy light through this opening into the bug. Okay. And then you can of course have more than one fairy light in here, or any kind of light that is battery operated. So either you push this one in there, close it up, and then when you want to turn it on, you just open and take out the switch and turn it on. Or you can pull it down and you can use a piece of tape and stick it to the bottom. Let me show you. So you can just take a piece of tape and put it like that. So it sits under. Or you can just push it in and open it when you need it. A piece of string. So this one is, it's hard to get it to be with just one string. So I used two. So one goes between the eyes and the wings. And you make a knot. Then you cut it off and you tie the other string between the last two legs and tie a knot. You can trim your ends. One thing, you cannot have your firefly outside. If it gets wet, it's gonna ruin the tissue paper. So keep it in your room. It's gonna be a very nice night light during winter. So let's wait until it gets dark.